ready for baseball. And today's starting
and missed stuff in a big spot. I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Fernando Tatis Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Just off the outside edge, and the count is 2-0. Next offering is fouled back. And here it comes. Foul ball there.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Tatis waits. That one missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Luis Ariz stands in. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Ariz measures 5 feet 10 inches, 27 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. And now the count is even.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now Machado up here. And the first pitch misses for ball one. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Outside, 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside low, ball 3. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. 2 out, space is empty. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Everything came together for him. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So 2 down. Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. Outside with a breaking ball. Machado, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next one is off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2 outs. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. There's a swing and a miss.
2-2.
And a
That's
good
the ball.
eye there.
3-2, 2 out,
3-2.
runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now
Take
2
it, man.
on and 2 outs.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him
Batting
give up
fifth,
walks in the
shortstop,
past, and it's an
Xander
issue once
Bogaerts.
again early on.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two aboard, 2 outs. Bogaerts swings through that one.
0-2.
Next pitch is inside. Now 1
One
and
ball,
2.
2 strike.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. So they strand a pair. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Randy Vasquez. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Shohei Ohtani, the
One ball,
leadoff batter,
no strike.
as he looks at ball 1. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting second, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. And that's in there for strike 1. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
That's the ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 away.
Batting third,
Freddie Freeman
first
will come
baseman,
up to hit.
Freddie
It's been a tough
Freeman.
stretch for him at the plate. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this
Be
month.
safe.
Throw over to first. That one's
1-0.
upstairs, ball 1. Maldonado can't squeeze it. Gets away. And now a man into scoring position.
Looked like that four-seamer just kept rising on him, and he couldn't get the mid up in time to catch it. Kind of makes me wonder if that was a cross-up or maybe just way more run than he was expecting. Either way, he should have had it.
That's a ball.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Corrals it, and there's 2 down.
Batting fourth, right fielder.
Here's the Dodgers lineup now.
Hernandez.
Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Teoscar Hernandez stands in now and watches strike 1. In the air, right side, Tatis. And that's the inning. So the Dodgers leave 1 scoreless after 1. Second inning
Leading
set to
off
go.
for the Padres,
Now here's Jake
second baseman,
Cronenworth.
Jake Cronenworth.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Here's a 1-1. That one fouled off. And misses inside. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Lifted in the air down the left side. Conforto makes the grab, 1 away. So digging in, Trenton Brooks. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Just off the inside edge. And another ball. Hit on the ground to short. Bats up with it. Fires across the diamond. Yeah, they get the out.
Batting 8th, center fielder Tyler Wade.
2 outs, base is empty. Tyler Wade, the next up for the Padres. Just missed. That one off the mark, 2-0.
Well, that curveball right there stayed up in the zone. And if it's going to be effective, he's going to have to finish the pitch, tease the strike zone, and get it down. Otherwise, it's going to eventually get hit really hard somewhere.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Second inning here, no score. There's a strike. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Padres go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Dodger
Leading
Stadium.
off for
Bottom
the
of the second, here come the Dodgers.
Catcher,
No
Will
score. And at the
Smith.
plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Vasquez back to work. Strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that one is inside.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Next
Nope,
pitch
that's not
misses
play.
inside. 2 balls and a strike. Out to short. Sends it across to first, and they get the out on Smith.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Max Muncy.
And now it's Max Muncy.
He's done a great job making contact recently, batting over 300 so far this month.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at
No balls, 1
95.
strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Center field. Wade under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 down.
Batting 7th, center fielder,
And here is Andy Pajes. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. That's outside. And it's 1-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike
1
one.
ball, 1 strike.
Up the middle. Jump throw. And they get the out. Dodgers down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Well, here we go. Top
Leading
of
off
the
for
third
San Diego,
scoreless game.
catcher,
Now
Martin
here is
Maldonado.
Martin Maldonado. Just missed. And
That's a
another
ball.
ball.
Ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That one
That's
misses.
4. Take
So
your
a
base.
leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot.
batting,
Hitter didn't
right
offer at it.
fielder,
Now he has
Fernando
somebody to worry
Tatis
about over at
Jr.
first.
So the San Diego batting order turns over, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Runner on the go. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Freeman makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Luis Arise.
Luis Arias will hit next. Went down on strikes his first time through. On the ground, right side. Nice stop from his backside.
Got it.
There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Awesome job of getting to that baseball. Really good dive there. Doesn't have time to get up to his feet, so he throws from the seat of his pants, and he throws on the money.
Here's Manny Machado. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Go Chris through the early stages. He hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That one misses, and that is ball one. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. On the ground to the left, Muncy handles, throws to first, and that is that. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. As we go to the last of the third. Leading off, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
The wind and the pitch. Headed down the line. And a foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Wade on the move to the gap. He's got it. One away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Breaking ball misses down and away.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Just off the inside edge. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Sheets puts it away for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Back to the top of the Dodgers
Ohtani.
order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. And that one is out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. His 26th of the year. It's 1-0.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Betts avoids the first pitch for ball 1. In the air, left field, down the line. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Gavin Sheets. First pitch misses.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
That's in there, and a count 1-1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And a foul ball. That one outside. It's 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Number 86 won't go any further, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length. Back with a new arm
Number
after
70.
this. Now on the bump, number
Justin
70. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Here's Bogarts now. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Bogarts, 32 years old, and he was born in Aruba. The 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 78, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Trevino getting cranked up as well. The 1-1. On the ground at first. And foul ball. One out, bases empty. There's a swing and a drive. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen
Now
more
batting
often in this
second
park than
baseman,
others,
Jake
and that short fence
Cronenworth.
is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Fly to left his first time.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering upstairs.
Well, this is
2 balls. No
a
strike.
little tough for the hitter in the back of the mind. You're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back.
No,
Let your
that's the ball.
hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
Trenton Brooks in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. In for a strike, now 3-1. One out and a runner at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly.
batting,
They're in some
first
hot
baseman,
water trying to protect this
Brooks.
lead.
Trenton Brooks, the next up for the Padres.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
No strike.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Well, we
1-1.
call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Over to Edman. On to Freeman. Double play, inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Bottom four. Now it's going to be Freddie Freeman.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That's inside. Freeman hits it in the air. Bogarts on the move. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging
Now
back
batting,
into the outfield.
right
There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Flied to right his first time. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that's downstairs. Going to count 1 and 2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Close, but called a ball. 2 and 2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Now this is in the air down the line. Tatis really on his horse for it. Makes a nice running catch. And there's 2
Now
down.
batting,
Well, those can
the
be pretty
catcher,
fun as an
Will
outfielder. Got to put it
Smith.
into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Smith in the box now. No balls and a strike.
1 strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Close one, doesn't get the call.
1 ball,
And that's
1
ball
strike.
1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat.
Zips it to first, and they get the out on Smith. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they hold a 1-0 lead. All set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Tyler Wade. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Padres need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 down.
Just indecisive in that at-bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Martin Maldonado up to hit. Walked his first time. And that's a little high.
1 ball. No strike.
Right through there for a strike. Tap foul at the plate. got him swinging.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Two
Luis
outs, runner at
Arias.
first. Luis Arias now at the plate. And there's a foul ball.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Tatis leads off first with two down to the inning. Close, but called a ball. And 1-1. Way high. Now snap throw to first. Tatis dives back in.
Three and one.
In the dirt. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the fifth. There's a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Pretty much
Now
the
batting,
last thing you
third
want from your
baseman,
bullpen
Manny
arms are free
Machado.
passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Machado in the box now. Takes strike one. 2 on, 2 outs. And that's outside. And the count is 1-1. And a curve misses outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The 2-1. And Manny gets a piece. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Pitch misses. Full count now. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
And they're all loaded up.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
So bases all loaded up. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. A strikeout and a walk. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that's the 3rd out. Pods leave them loaded. They still trail 1-0. Back here in LA, now at the plate, Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
Vasquez back to work. Swing and a grounder, foul first base side. Stays alive. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Grounded out his first time.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
There's a strike. Next pitch is downstairs.
Oh.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Maldonado snags it for the second out.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto will climb in. And he takes a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And ball 1.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
2 outs. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly, but they're on top 1-0. And we're back.
Leading
Top
off
6.
for the Padres,
Stepping in for San
shortstop,
Diego, Xander
Bogaerts.
Bogaerts. Fought off foul. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Jake Cronenworth digs in now. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Hey! 0-2.
That's
One ball,
way
2
outside.
strikes.
1-2 to count. Chases that one out of the zone. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Now batting, first
So
baseman,
digging in now for
Brooks.
San Diego, Trenton Brooks. 0 for 2 in this one. Ball 1, no strikes.
Up.
And that
balls,
skips
1
in the
strike.
dirt. That one hammered center field. That's back there. And it is gone. He made him pay for that one. It's 1-1.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Next for the Padres, Tyler Wade. And the first offering is not close. And it's fouled away. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Padres knotted up with this solo homer. All even at 1 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. We only go bottom 6, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Tommy Edman. And that one is inside ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
High fly ball out into left center field. And makes the grab. 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So the lineup flips over. Stepping in the long ball threat, Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered in this game. On the corner for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Mookie now. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Maldonado right there to make the grab. And that is that. Dodgers down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
Now pitching
Anthony
for the
Banda
Dodgers.
on the pitch here.
And
Number
compared to a
43,
lot of other relievers,
Anthony
strikeouts have not been a
Banda.
big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Martin
Leading off
Maldonado
for San
getting ready
Diego,
to hit.
catcher,
He's 0
Martin
for 1.
Maldonado.
Inside, just missed. Banda, a 6'2 southpaw, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. He was late there, strike 1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And that's in the dirt. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
That missed by a lot. 1 ball, 1 strike. Action in the pen down there. Number 78 looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia, a left-hander, also throwing. The changeup missing, and it's 2-1. And that is out of play. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Conforto pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one handled. Whips it to first, and that is the inning. Padres down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, set for the last half of the 7th, and here's Freddie Freeman. And there's the strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Outside low, and the count 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch just misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Randy Vasquez will depart, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Jeremiah Estrada gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boo. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they have their first hit since the third inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
The batter now will be Will Smith.
Inside.
First pitch just misses. Fastball for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Nick Pivetta up and loosening in the pen. Morejon, the power lefty, up as well. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 1 out. Runner at second. And now Max Muncy. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. One out, the runner at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th. In the dirt, but kept close. Man at second. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. This ball's chopped on the ground. Cronenworth tosses to first. They get the out on Muncy.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andy Pages.
And now the center fielder, Andy Pages.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Upstairs. And that one fouled off. 2 outs with a runner at third. Just missed.
Nope. Offering.
Michael Conforto up next for the Dodgers. This one popped up. Bogarts. He's there. He's got it. And that will end the inning. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Alex
Now
Vesia.
pitching for
Well,
the
home runs have been a
Dodgers.
problem this year. Not doing a
Number
great job
51.
keeping the ball in the yard so far this
Alex
season. So
Vesia.
we'll see if that factors in.
Well,
Leading
one-run
off
game.
for San
Here's the
Diego,
third baseman, Manny Machado. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
That's a little bit low. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Tanner Scott looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. On the ground, right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's the ball.
That's a really good take.
Up and in, and now it's filled up 3-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Struck him out looking.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down
Now
one.
batting,
Any leadoff
left
base
fielder,
runner really
Gavin
makes this
Sheets.
inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. Swinging a foul out of play. Next offering is in for a strike. Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages
Now
of
batting,
relievers who can
shortstop,
come in and
Xander
get the swing and
Bogaerts.
miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. That misses. Ball 1. Just missed. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And that drops in for a strike. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Just missed.
That's away.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
The 1-0. And there's the ball.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
That one lifted to left. Conforto sizing this one up. Squeezes it. And that's the third out. So one hit is all they get. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Padres 1.
Now pitching for San
Back
Diego.
now, new pitcher on the mound as
Number
we roll into the
50.
bottom of the 8th. Adrian Morejon. He's been so good against lefties. And here is Michael
Conforto. For the
Conforto.
Dodgers, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
And that misses. 1-0. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
They say it went.
2-1.
Fouls one off. 2-2. That one to first. Brooks. He takes it on his own, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Clips the outside corner. Strike one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Nick Pivetta up and throwing. Comes up empty.
No ball. 2 strike.
Ripped to third and caught.
Man, that could have been a big
Now
swing in
batting,
this game.
designated
Just
hitter,
unlucky at a really unfortunate time right there.
Ohtani.
2 down, bases empty. Next is the Dodger DH, Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered here in this one. Clips the corner, and that is strike one.
0-1. That's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. And you know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Here's Mookie now. 0 for 3 in this one. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Ohtani on at second with 2 down. That one hit to right. And that's a fair ball. Runner scores from second as they add on an insurance run. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. And that's down and away. Two outs. And now 2-0.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That one missing inside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And there's the automatic.
3-1.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Really stayed true on that swing.
Now
It wasn't an easy
the
pitch.
right
Lefty
fielder,
on lefty. Pitches a little down, a little bit away, but he
Hernandez.
committed to it. And his shoulder stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
And now Teoscar Hernandez lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit. Now the bases loaded, a big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Will Smith to the plate. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. If you're the Padres, this has to stay a 2-run game. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a
1
strike.
ball, 1 strike.
So they're all loaded up.
That's a ball.
Brooke, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Laser could be trouble. 1 run across. Another comes in to score. They add on as the run scores all the way from first.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Adrian Morejon is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for San
Steven
Diego.
Kolek gets the call
Number
from the
32.
pen.
And with the big
Steven
deficit on the
Kolek.
scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type in a close game.
So almost ready to get underway. And our pitcher in this game, number 86. And Chris, he seems a lot more comfortable pitching here at home than on the road, right?
Indeed, Boog, and there can be several factors, whether it's just sleeping in your own bed, being around your family, going to your favorite restaurant before you come to the ballpark. I don't know what it is for
Leading off
him,
for
but the
San
numbers
Diego,
are clear
right
that
fielder,
he's been
Fernando
dominant in this
Tatis
place.
Jr.
The only frustration is you see how good he is at home, and if you're a teammate or a coach, you're looking and saying, hey, if you can be almost as good as that on the road,
that's off the
you're going to
plate.
have a great year, and we're going to win more ball games.
Fernando Tatis Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. There's a strike up high. And the count 1-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
And that
Ball,
one moves his
strike.
feet.
Counts full.
Tatis waits. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
The
I
designated
really
hitter,
like that
Luis
swing, man. He didn't just
Arise.
push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Luis Arise stands in now and watches strike one. Tatis aboard here at first with nobody out.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-2.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Sets him down on strikes. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike three. Here comes Manny Machado. Tatis dives back in. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. There's the strike. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, double play, and the inning is over. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Randy Vasquez.
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
Bottom of the first. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's a guy who does it all with the lack of contact in today's game. This guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate.
He made it look easy, but I can tell you that was not a favorable matchup.
Foul ball there. The 0-1. And a curve drops in for a strike. One out, base is empty. Now that's smacked to right center. This one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. Betts into second. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. That one's upstairs, ball one. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Right
So the
fielder,
go-ahead run in
Teoscar
scoring position is
Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
Late swing fouled off. Two outs. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Back here at
Leading
Chavez
off for
Ravine,
San
top of the
Diego,
second.
left
And
fielder,
now it's going to
Gavin
be
Sheets.
Gavin Sheets. Little chopper rolls foul. Here comes the 0-1. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Looked like it was a little bit up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Popped up. Muncy settles underneath it. 1 up, 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty
Batting
good timing
fifth,
on it. Just got
shortstop,
underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Xander Bogaerts, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that's a little bit high, and it's 2-0. This one in the air. Edman makes the catch. That's out number 2. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres.
Batting 6th, second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Cronenworth, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Traveler, gracias por suscribirte. Filipa, gracias por suscribirte.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back.
Leading
Here's the
off
catcher,
for the
Will
Dodgers.
Smith.
Catcher,
Obviously
Will
a guy who makes good
Smith.
contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup. And I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Batting 6th,
Here comes
third
Max
baseman,
Muncy.
Max Muncy.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Good
ball,
late
one
sink
strike.
on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the ground right side. Sends it to first. They get the out on Muncy.
Batting 7th.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pages.
Pages.
That's a strike. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
No score here in the second.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand this.
Well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there to end the inning. On to the third
Leading
inning.
off
Stepping
for the
in for
Padres,
San
first
Diego,
baseman,
Trenton Brooks. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And that one in there at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
And it's 0-1. And that one is inside. Gets him to chase after that one.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Got him. And one gone. Now batting Tyler Wade. And that's a little bit high. Ball one. Top of the third, no score. Fastball for a strike.
Two balls, one strike.
Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
Two balls, two strike.
And
Three
that one
balls,
upstairs.
two strikes.
Headed towards the corner. This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for two. And that's a double.
Batting ninth, catcher Martin Maldonado.
Martin Maldonado up to hit. Look out.
That hit him.
And it hit him.
It's kind of funny. Players tend to run to first base a lot quicker after getting hit by a curveball compared to a fastball. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
In there at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Inside, almost got him. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Wade at second. Maldonado at first. One gone. That one just misses. And a count now even up.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one almost got him.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And Tatis able to stay alive. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat.
Now
Saw a
batting,
lot of pitches and
designated
ends up
hitter,
drawing the
Luis
walk. Very
Arise.
gritty.
So bases loaded with one away. Luis Arise stands in. Golden opportunity right here. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Slow roller to first. Freeman. 1 second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Back here in L.A., bottom of the inning. The batter will be Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
Vasquez back to work. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
One ball, two
I
strikes.
don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Just
No,
misses.
that's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Good eye in that spot.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one ripped. Tatis really on his horse for it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Payoff pitch. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Yeah, that's fouled off. That just misses, and that is ball 1.
That's a really good take.
Hit in the air, left field, and it falls. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. First and second here, no outs. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
That's a base hit. They hold him at third base, and now the bases are loaded.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
On the ground, 2 ball. Quick feed to second for 1. They complete the double play, but the run scores. It's 1-0. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Fly to right, his first time. A little bit high, and that's ball 1. To the right side, Cronenworth. Slings to first, and Freeman is retired. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. On to the 4th, down the third baseman, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
This to third, Muncy. Tosses to first. Machado out of the play. New pitcher for the Dodgers, number 70.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Gavin Sheets. First time up was a pop out. Right down to shoot. That's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The Dodgers leading by a run, top half of inning number 4. Lifted in the air out to left. Conforto in position, And he makes the catch. 2 down. Here's Xander Bogaerts. He's
Now
0 for
batting,
1.
shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be...
Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him. Now it's the
Now
second
batting,
baseman,
second
Jake
baseman,
Cronenworth.
Jake
0 for 1
Cronenworth.
so far. Fouled off left side. Two outs. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. He goes down looking. Ready to go,
Leading
bottom
off
4.
for the
And now the right
Dodgers.
fielder,
Right
Teoscar
fielder,
Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Swings and misses.
Oh,
It's
one.
0-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Now
That's
one
the ball.
missed.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out. And up to the plate
Now batting,
is Will Smith.
catcher,
Grounded
Will
out to short in his
Smith.
first trip. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting,
2 outs,
third
base is
baseman,
empty.
Max
Here's a big power
Muncy.
threat. Max Muncy grounded out his first time up. That's
Nope.
down and in.
Ball 1.
That's in there. And the count 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. And that skips in the dirt. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one almost got him.
Count's full.
Hard hit, right side. He steps on the bag, and the Dodgers are set down in order. Ready now for the 5th inning, and here's the first baseman, Trenton Brooks.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
That clips the corner.
You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
One ball, 2 strike.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's in the
2-2.
dirt.
Oh. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled
Now
to
batting,
score in this
the center
one.
fielder,
Don't want to wake
Tyler
a team up
Wade.
with the free pass.
Wade swings through it for strike one.
No ball.
Oh, no
1
fair
strike.
right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pick.
No ball, 2 strikes. 1 and 2.
Next pitch misses outside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Line drive. Betts. Off balance feet. There's one. On to Freddie. Double play. Martin Maldonado, the next to hit. Maldonado measures 6 feet even, 38 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Late with the swing there.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle, and that keeps the inning going.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit
Now
of a lost
batting,
start for some,
right
so that
fielder,
was nicely
Fernando
done to beat the
Tatis
odds.
Jr.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And down on strikes.
Now batting,
Now 5
left
strikeouts for him
fielder,
on the mound.
Michael
Conforto will
Conforto.
climb in. The walk and a run scored his first time. That
1-0.
misses the zone. 1-0. In the air to left center. Sheets. Out. Number 2. Tommy Edman at the
Now
plate.
batting,
1 for 1
second
with a single so
baseman,
far.
Tommy Edman.
And that's in there at the knees. Where'd that last pitch miss?
1-1.
Outside, and a count 2-1. Gets the outside corner with that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Missed
3 balls.
inside with the
Strike.
curve. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Sheets pulls that one down, and that is that. Back here at Chavez Ravine. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And the batter now, Luis Arias. In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. And now it's Manny Machado. Both 2 in this one. Not even close there. Ball 1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Inside, just missed.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Curve in the dirt. The Padres down by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. The other way. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Bogarts in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Line drive, base hit, right field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And ball 1. Machado, the lead runner, out at second. Bogarts at first. 2 out of the inning. And the count 1-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Muncy sizes this one up, makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Vasquez back to work. And that one hammered. That's back there. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch, man. He's going to want that one back, no doubt.
There's a strike to Mookie.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a
Up
lot of
next
base hits
for
up the
the
middle,
Dodgers,
even on ground balls.
first
So a nice
baseman,
job to use that big
Freddie
hole and get himself a
Freeman.
hit.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Line drive. Tatis hauls it in, 2 away. Stepping in,
Now
Teoscar
batting,
Hernandez.
Right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Out to short. Bogarts handles the chance. Throws to first. That's the 3rd out.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back. We're in the
Dodgers,
7th. We have a new pitcher on
Number
the mound.
43.
Anthony Banda.
Anthony
Left-handed batter at the plate,
Banda.
and he's been excellent in those matchups this year. So this seems like a calculated move.
And the pitch. High fly ball, right field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now the center fielder, Tyler Wade,
Tyler
1 for
Wade.
2. Just missed. That one fouled off. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is in for a strike. Hit in the air, left field. They got it for out number 2. Next, it's the catcher
Now
for the
batting,
Padres,
catcher,
Martin Maldonado. Right about knee high at 97.
0-1.
That's strike 1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
There's a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the
1
zone.
ball, 2 strikes.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Oh, that plunked him.
Hit by pitch.
And that's
Take it
now
back.
twice he's been
Now
hitting
batting,
this one.
right fielder,
And the
Fernando
batter
Tatis
will be
Jr.
Fernando Tatis Jr. Smoked into left, base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Fastball
next
pretty
for
much
the
middle,
Padres,
and
the
that's what you fall
designated
asleep
hitter,
dreaming
Luis
about as a hitter. So no
Arias.
surprise he put a great swing on it.
And now, Luis Arias in there, and it's 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Fought off foul.
That's the ball. 1-2.
And that one ripped to left. And that's the 3rd out. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Nick Pivetta.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this
Number
year.
27.
Typically at least 1 an inning, so
Pivetta.
he'll be tough to get to.
This one in the air. Brooks under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Now
And there's one
batting,
away.
Third baseman.
Here's Max Muncy.
Max
That funky Muncy
Muncy.
has grounded out a couple of times. Liner snagged at first. 2 down,
Now
base is
batting,
empty.
center
Andy
fielder,
Pajes
Andy
steps to the plate for the
Pajes.
Dodgers, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First
Go,
offering, and
that's
it
the ball.
just misses. And
2
another
balls, no
ball.
strikes.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
2-1.
2 outs, base is empty. Off the mark there. And the count is 3-1. That's a walk.
That's four. Take
Went
your
with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Ball two.
In the dirt.
2-0.
Goes to second. Save. And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. And a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Right through there for a strike. That misses. Full count now. Got him looking. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knee.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back, and a
Dodgers,
new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
number
Alex
51.
Vesia.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
Machado in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swings through that one.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Gavin Sheets. He's been a great free agent sign. And that one popped in the air, left field. And there are 2 outs. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Hit softly on the ground, left side. And foul ball. 2 outs. And there's a foul ball.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And we're back, bottom of the 8th, and at the plate for the Dodgers,
second
Tommy
baseman,
Edman.
Tommy Edman.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Pavetta, the tall righty, 32 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2013. And downstairs. And a foul ball. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Shohei Ohtani will hit next. 1 for 3. That's outside. And that's ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one just misses. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Good eye right there.
Count full.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that
Now
walk after a long at bat. Here's Mookie Betts now. First pitch misses. And that one fouled off. Ohtani leads off first with 1 away. That one a little bit high, and it's 2-1. Shohei on the go. Ball outside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, the first baseman.
2 on, 1 out.
Freddie
Here
Freeman.
is Freddie Freeman. 0 for 3 in this one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to. Have a nice tight spin to it. And a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And Freddie takes the K. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
In for a strike, 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Two on, 2 outs.
1 ball. 2
Squirts
strikes.
away a little bit. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Goes down looking. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Tanner Scott.
And we
Now
all know
pitching
about his
for the
slider. It's
Dodgers.
just filthy, man. And
Number
one of the better
66.
ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's
Tanner
very high, and it just
Scott.
breaks a ton.
Cronenworth, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1. Next offering misses, ball 2. There's a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
That's in there. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Now batting, first
Trenton
baseman.
Brooks, the next up for the Padres. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
1 down, base is empty. Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. And there's a ball. That one misses. Counts full, 3-2.
2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Three-two. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Betts whips it to first. Now only 1 out remaining.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's
hit on the ground softly to short. On the run, sends it over to first, and that'll do it.
after 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
1-0 the final. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the